Cheers, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Half Quarter Hangout. Here with myself and
Cheers,
Shroop.
buddy.
Cheers, buddy. How's everything today?
Pretty good. Today's a calm day for once, and it's nice.
Awesome. Glad to
How
hear
about
that.
yourself?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Had a busy week. The family weekend just passed, so spent a lot of time with the family. Kept me busy over the last couple of days. But back at it now. Back to the grind. Back to the grind.
Nice.
Yeah. Cheers, buddy. How's everything today?
There we go.
So,
Sorry, I'm just lagging behind the tech.
yeah, no worries. So today's episode, just a general hangout. We're gonna give a quick update on where we're at with our gardens. We'll talk about where we're going with the gardens, and that will be most of today's show. Just a chill sesh.
Very relaxed. Very relaxed.
Welcome to
Cheers.
anybody who's here. Do
Boom
we
is.
have anyone here yet? Oh, there we go. Cheers, Boom. How's it going, buddy?
I'm very tempted to talk politics in the show today, but we'll avoid that topic.
Ha ha. Ooh, it's touchy, hot
Yeah, yeah.
subject. It's disgusting. It does. I don't want to get into it. So let's talk about good things. I cut my garden down. Went 60, what did I say? 65 days?
66, I think.
Yeah, 66, something like that. And in my mind, I had always thought it was going 63 days. And then a couple of these phenotes, I had never flowered them out before. So I wanted, as they were coming along, I thought, man, they want to go 70. But then I got to 63 and I thought, I don't want to wait 70 days for, one pheno, maybe the second one. And, my situation where I have to dry and flower in the same place. And for me to, if I wait another 10 days, that brings me out a whole run this year, so I just try to get my runs in and stay in the 9-week era. Chances are, unless this is an amazing cultivar, that it's not going to stay in my garden anyway, because I don't want any 10 weekers. I really want to keep it 9 or less if I could, but
Come on, do the 10 weekers.
9. Yeah.
Hey, we were just talking about, I'm doing a 15-weeker coming up here.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's just crazy.
It better pay off. You're gonna hear me complain otherwise.
Yeah.
Worst part is taking cuts of that, knowing it takes that long. It's like,
Yeah, it's again, it's a hit or miss, right? You'll see if you like it.
yeah. Well, it was a freebie bean, and yeah, usually those ones turn out the best, I've noticed.
Get lucky, right?
Yeah.
It's funny that you say that, because I bought some seeds and I got some for free, and the freebies that I got are definitely staying in my garden for a while.
Well, that was like the Space Force I got. Out of the 3 beans I popped, 2 of them were keepers, but I got rid of the 1, so now it's a staple. Nice Boom. I can't wait for updates on that.
Yeah, somebody asked me about, I see you ask about lights there. Somebody asked me the other day if I had bought the new GML lights yet, or if I'm getting them. And I mean, I guess my answer to that is, the easiest way to say that is, I support GML because that's where I started. I learned, I went to HLG for the reason that I found I wanted someone that was a Canadian, I could get in Canadian, like a distributor. I was hoping it was Canadian backed, Canadian warranty, all that kind of crap. I didn't have to worry about it. I bought it because of him, not because it was HLG. But that being said, I'm not going to just go out and buy another $1,000 fixture when I have 2 that are fantastic. So, I'm going to continue using my HLG until something happens, or we'll see. But yeah, Short answer is no. I'm not going to just switch a new light. These lights are rock. They're awesome.
I will
I'll
say I
try.
will purchase one with my next purchase of a light, which is
Yes,
my upgrade.
that's for sure. When I purchase one, I know where I'm going. Don't get me
Exactly.
wrong. But or like I have two of them, and
Is it 710?
I
It's
would be willing. It is 710. Cheers, everyone.
cheers.
I have two of them, and I want to. I only running one right now. I would sell one of my lights, and then with that money, buy a GML light, run that, and then maybe sell the other one off the side.
Yeah, true
I
enough.
got other ways of doing it. I'm just not going to invest in another one right now.
Yeah, I hear that.
Cheers, RZ.
What are you puffing on? Kind of jealous.
This is Island Pink.
Nice, nice.
It's delicious. A buddy of mine gave me a little sample the other day.
Did he grow it or was it something he picked up?
Something he picked up. Yeah, he's not a grower, just a consumer.
We
And I
all
was
are
at
at
his
some point.
place, and I was like, "Oh, that smells nice." And he's like, "Here, take some home so you can try it out." I was like,
Nice.
"Absolutely." I love when that happens. We weren't in the. It wasn't the right setting for us to smoke some at that time, so he was like, "Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you."
I'll do this when the kids are sleeping.
Yeah, exactly. Zachary.
Yep. Adulting first, pleasure later.
Yeah.
Medicine all the time.
So how's your garden coming along?
It's going pretty good, man. The
Yeah,
flower
yeah.
tent's just pumping along. I got that all stripped down. It's officially day 23. I think it's 23.
Cool.
And yeah, it's everything looks happy. I still haven't jacked up that golden goat yet, but so it's a little bit short, but it's making do.
Yeah.
Uh, started using a new product in the breeding project because they were still looking pretty sad. Yeah, TMB's enricher. It's just supposed to be for like a kind of a booster if plant's kind of hurting, and so far it's had great results. It's been a weekend. You give it every 2 weeks. It's 15 milligrams to 4 liters, and yeah, it's just like a dry powder. And yeah, it's
Enrich what? What's it enrich?
so it has magnesium and sulfur is pretty much all what it contains. So it's just that pretty much helps the uptake. So I'm trying to get the full breakdown of it, but
Yeah, okay. I guess it's another way to get magnesium in.
Yeah.
And sulfur, I mean, that's real important in flowering.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Use it once every 2 weeks. It's fairly cheap, $60 for a was it 2,000 milligram jug? So
okay.
Yeah.
Cheers, Aldi.
Thanks for popping in.
Cool. Yeah, no, I haven't read anything about that yet, but I'm gonna definitely check it out.
I got to send you a couple of the enhancers.
Enhancer.
Yeah, the CO2 ones. The one I'm talking about, the product's the enricher, but I got to send you a couple of those CO2 tanks.
Oh yeah.
They just showed up last week.
Yeah, for sure. I'd check it out. I did use I'm just pulling up their product page right now.
Yep.
Give us something to do. We can take a quick look at that.
Boom. I am the newsletter.
Yeah. All right, we got TMB Enricher Plant Booster, 1,000 grams, $69. Should be calculated at checkout. Perfect for all types of plants at all stages. First day of vegetation to the last 2 weeks of flowering. So I'm guessing they don't want you to use it during what people would normally do, flush or cleaning out or whatever you want to call it. Promotes better yields, greener plants, faster germination, more blooms, stronger plants, and bigger roots. It's a unique blend of magnesium and citric acid, dissolves instantly when added to water, and aids in the activation of numerous plant enzymes required in the growth process. Also assists in breakup of insoluble oxide. Oh, this is good. So this is insoluble oxide micronutrients and makes them available for uptake, conditioning the soil at the same time. The enricher also increases essential oils and resin production while reducing the risk of bud rot. Ooh. So
I started this with just the breeding project run, so those 4 planets, I'll carry it on till the end of flower.
yeah, enzyme. So that's cool. So it's cleaning the soil, like it works like an enzyme.
Breaks it down a little bit,
Yeah, I like that.
which I think was my problem because the breeding project was in solo cups too long, kind of got root bound.
Hmm.
Makes sense.
Well, I think just for guys like us who run salt-based nutrient, these kind of things keep our, I would say, like our system flowing. You know, it doesn't allow things to. It sounds like it's breaking things down that would normally become an excess in your medium.
Yep.
It sounds like it's helping for things to flush through. It's gonna, yeah, also, yeah, it's gonna make things available for uptake. This is a good product. I'd be willing to try that. That's cool.
Like I said, I'll keep running it for this breeding project and see how it reacts to cocoa. Normally, by the end of the run, I'll have that salt build up, but so far I haven't seen it. It's been 2 applications of this, so
Cool. I
Yeah.
like stuff like that. Definitely worth giving a shot for sure.
and the fact it's a dry powder, you're not paying for the water shipping.
Just add water.
So I think not the next run, but the run after, I'll be looking for a dry powder.
Okay. For nutrients, you mean?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember you bought a few runs worth of stuff last time, so
Green Planet,
I
yeah.
guess when you run out of that, try some.
It's getting
Cool.
there.
I like what I've been using. I've been using the Floraflex and
And you won the
super
contest.
super happy. I won a contest, yeah, just like 2 days ago. It's for the bulky bee,
Yep.
which I honestly know nothing about because I've only run the Floraflex baseline. I just use their V1, V2, B1, B2 because up until I believe last year or maybe the year before, they didn't have anything else. That's all they ran too.
Yep.
And I've been following.
Cheers, Perp.
Cheers, Perp. I've been following. Okay, so a long time ago, I was watching a live stream with Met Grower One.
Yep.
And he was using Floraflex for quite some time, and he had been turned over to Floraflex from Wolverine, and Wolverine had been using it for some time as well. And MedGrower one time showed his DMs between him and Wolverine of what Wolverine feeds from veg day one to flower end of life. So I got that feed schedule. He said right there in his live stream, everyone wants this. Screenshot it right now. This is your only chance. He said it, and so I did. I screenshot it and I saved that, and I've been running it with that. And I do run a little bit less. He does he offsets the B1, B2 quite. So during veg, he's pretty much on the same as what Floraflex recommends, just a little bit lower dosing.
Yep.
And we add some sort of a magnesium to it. He was just using Epsom salt. I use just a CalMag. I use Cali Magica.
Yeah.
And I followed that chart up until flowering, I think like week 5, 6, 7-ish. He goes a little too heavy, I think, in B2. He offsets a little bit too. I think he's using it like a boost, I just didn't go quite as heavy as he did.
Yep.
Because the first time I did, I noticed the next day right away they were not as happy. I could see it. So I went a little lighter.
Yeah.
But in general, it was a cool chart to follow. It gave me something really good to base my feeding off of. And it's not nearly as strong as the Floraflex feed chart.
Nice. When you say not nearly as strong, you're like you're half in it, quarter.
I think I'm around 3/4-ish. Yeah.
Nice.
I don't think it went any higher than about I didn't get it to about any higher than about 900 ppms, 850. Okay. I think 850 or 900. I'll have to look at the chart again and see. I wrote it down in the weeks.
Nice. But I'm not too high above that, so it's pretty damn close.
Mm-hmm.
And you're saying this harvest was one for the books, eh?
Definitely. Yeah, that was a surprise one, you
Yeah.
know. I was saying to you that my last one was it was a sad one. I had to bring it down like 3 weeks early,
Cheers, everybody.
getting bud rot. Cheers, everyone. You know what that means. The 2 rounds before that were both organic rounds, and it was my only time ever doing organic rounds. And I was really happy with the bud, but I didn't yield the same as what I normally do. I felt like I didn't have I don't know, just didn't have the same control of it or something. I don't know, but probably just because I know nothing about it. You know, I'm just winging it. But before that, I'm trying to think of what I would be like gram per watt. I don't know. I think I get around 2.25 pound was like the biggest I've ever pulled out of that 4x4.
Okay.
And I think I got that beat on this round.
Nice.
And it was a fluke because I didn't like some of them I didn't know what I was getting. And there's 7
cultivars.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, I've been there. It's like, is this gonna be a good one?
The only times I've ever
bad.
done over 2 in that 4x4 area is when I was doing all one cultivar and I'm monocrop and I knew what I was getting into. I could use my net and I filled it out, right? I did well with it. So let's see what happens.
Nice. Again, I'm jealous of the hoot. I can't complain though. I smoked a drawing third of C99 and it definitely does the trick.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
This stuff's okay. I don't know. I'm picky. I'm picky.
You're bougie. That's how it works.
It's too dry. You know, and it tastes like that and it smells like that. And I don't know.
If you get weed
like
that's
that.
too dry, do you rehydrate it yourself or do you just say screw it? Nope. You gotta take some time into it, man.
Does it do anything?
It makes it a little less harsh, that's about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But you're not getting any terpenes back or any,
no flavors.
any THC level. No. It's still gonna be bland.
It's already been done. So it's not
just to wash it.
It's not even worth it to me because you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cut it up, put it on my tray, and it's gonna sit there for an hour. I do a bong hoot here, bong hoot there. It's gonna dry right out. But if I did that with a fresh weed that wasn't dried, I could do that, leave it there for an hour, and even if it got dry, it would still taste delicious because it didn't dry out. Like it didn't. I don't know.
The only exceptions on like super hot days, but yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
Cheers, Dave.
Cheers, bud.
You are here, Dave. You are here.
Welcome. Dave's right here. I think I can. Let me just bring up your pictures, and we can show everyone what your jardin is looking like.
Nice.
Start in the first picture of veg tent.
Should really keep a list of all the strains in front of me here.
Okay, I can zoom in a little bit and get it like that. All right. All right, let's screen share. With this AirPlay, we don't need sound.
Cheers, MLT. So Boom Farms is saying Medgrow 1 pulls some of the blackest ash on IG.
Yeah, I don't follow his flush routine. I just followed the feeding routine. Don't get me wrong.
Is he one of those guys that flush for like 48 hours and pop it?
You know me, Boom. There's a reason that I followed GML in the first place, and that's because his flush technique was outstanding, and that's where I followed from. All right, here we go.
So that right there on the top is the breeding project. The one was unhappy for like the last 3 weeks, and she's finally coming back. And the bottom is all the cuttings that I have taken from the other side of the tent, and they're all just trucking along. I just topped them last night. So on the left there was the AKs crossed with the Storm Shadows, and on the right are the Storm Shadow F2s. I believe there's one male of the F2 up there. It's just starting to show sex, and yeah, it's looking like balls.
That's super cool.
Yep.
All right, I think we're just live on YouTube with them now, so they can get a minute to look.
That'd be
in.
delayed anyway, so
Let's go in a little and see what they look like.
I just gotta trim back that foliage in the middle there, air it out.
Oh, looking all right though.
Those seedlings are now chopped down to about 5.5 inches. The light's pretty close. The node spacing's pretty tight. The only exception is on the far left-hand side. The one shredder stretching.
Looks a little bit further from the light. The
Yeah.
light's over in the rain a little bit more. Beauty.
Other than that, they're just trucking along just fine.
Next. Woo!
Everything is happy. A couple late nights to get caught up, but yeah, it's going good. I got the heat problem solved, especially with the weather change. It was 8 degrees here today, so
Wow, these are looking beauty.
oh yeah. The only one I was worried about was the double dose, which is the tall plant in the center. You can see the one cola kind of forming. It looked like it was gonna harm there for a little bit, but the pistons were just a little bit late. I think it was just too close to the light.
That's
It's funny.
the one you're talking about, right?
Yeah, I'm like pointing at the screen that you guys can see it, but you can't.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's pretty good that I can zoom in like that, though. It turns out pretty good photo. All right, let's go on to the next one.
And the shredder is on the back right corner, second one in, and that one I've never seen a plant frost up like this
Oh,
early.
that's this one here.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks like she's the furthest along to this one here.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's two of them, and then they're both pretty much the same. The other one's in the back, so you really can't see it.
Yeah. The nodal spacing on those are really tight. Ooh.
Oh yeah. So those plants are all trimmed down. I shade the legs. It's only 18 inches on top. It's a pretty even canopy, minus that double dose.
That's like for me, that's like a perfect canopy, 18, 20 inches. That's great.
I usually leave a little bit extra on the bottom in case any cuttings or whatnot, but because I've already got that handled and they're all established, I really don't care. So I went hard with it this time. Hopefully it pays off.
Great. It should give you just density up top.
Yeah.
You shouldn't lose any weight really.
I would like to point out the one in the back far corner there, the orange gasm on the left-hand side.
Left.
Yeah, far left. That has the biggest hairs on pistils I've seen on a plant so far. And that's even talking about my golden goat. I don't have any photos close up yet. I would plan to take them tonight.
This is the fucking one. Look
Shredder.
at that.
Yeah, day 22, man.
I hope that's showing up on YouTube. Oh yeah, it does. It shows up really well. Good.
Yeah, day 22. They're both like that too. So that is the golden goat cross to. I gotta look this up. I have it open on my screen here.
Wow.
15.
Yeah. That's nice.
Blueberry cookies. So it's a golden goat cross to blueberry cookies. It's feminized. And it is just a powerhouse.
Oh my goodness. Look at the stacking too. Sorry, everybody. I'm moving that so much. I am trying to zoom in for my own pleasure. They are beautiful.
So it's supposed to go 63 to 70 days.
And there we go. Enricher.
Yep.
Natural plant booster and corrective supplement. Super pumped about seeing how this does for us. Okay, there, that shows us what's in it. We didn't get to see that on the other one. All right, so there's 9.8% magnesium, 12.9% sulfur, derived from magnesium sulfate heptahydrate.
I believe so.
Heptahydrate. Directions for use: 1 tablespoon to every 4 liters. So
it's about 15 mils.
And please don't swallow.
Yeah.
Good.
It is safe to the touch though, which is kind of nice. You're gonna have a chemical reaction with it.
Standalone product compatible with any nutrient program. Lovely. I think that's their second product that they can do that with, right?
Yep. Well, the first one's the CO2, so that goes to everything.
CO2.
Yeah.
I'll just in case anyone doesn't know.
They also have a granular pH up and down. That's awesome.
Okay.
Here's my voice here. Jeez. Cheers, Caribou. Cheers, Neighborhood Grows. Cheers, Uncle Rick.
Cheers, everybody.
Yes,
Yeah,
Caribou,
they
is where we
have
like to hide out.
good product.
Yeah, it's a great Canadian company. If I'm not mistaken, it's family run, so I have no problem
They have some of the
supporting that.
funniest YouTube videos I've ever seen.
Mhm.
Completely off the chart, nothing to do with what they're selling. Just like funny videos, man.
The old man is great. The old man is great.
Yeah, they keep me laughing every time. Love it.
But yeah, seeing as we're coming up to the 1 year anniversary to starting the show, we're holding a TMB natural giveaway. Got a bunch of products there is gonna be tossing up here.
Ooh, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Cheers, Uncle Rick. Thanks, Seed.
Boom, I don't need a dehumidifier. I have to run a humidifier. It's so dry in my house.
I use just a small dehumidifier, like a household one, because I'm not that big. But I hear a lot of talk about Canadry from what's his name? Grow Cannabis on Instagram. I think he is helping to promote them and stuff. But long story short is it's a Canadian company and they're apparently as good or better than this is someone who's promoting the product, but as good or better than an Andin or anything that's coming from the big companies in the States. And I would just go for it because you're probably going to get amazing customer service and they're going to do the best they can.
I will agree with the customer service. I've heard great things about that. As of the product
Triple the
itself,
price for 3/4 of the pints. Are we talking
probably price of the machine.
who's triple the price? Canadry? I haven't pulled up their product.
Take a quick look, see.
I was just gonna say, but I'd be happy to. We probably should.
That was the wrong spelling.
Uh,
Damn dyslexia.
it's okay. I got it coming up right
Perfect.
now. All right, let's share that. We can talk about it together. You're gonna have to read the comments because I can't see YouTube, and let me know if there's any questions or if Boom was talking about this product being triple the price for 3/4 the work, because that doesn't sound like a good deal to me.
I think he's talking about Quest as being expensive.
Okay,
Yeah. I'm not mistaken.
let's just go look at the
This unit looks very familiar.
They're all over Instagram right now. Is
No, we run a couple next door. Right where
oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. So they got, looks like we have two models, a 210 and a 380. They don't have any pricing on here.
Of course not. You got to get a quote. It says request a quote up top.
Yeah. That's because
Sticker price shock.
Most people are buying a few of them. And yeah, I bet you there's some sticker price.
Yeah, if you go for a quote for one, they're going to give you the highest price possible.
What are my payment options?
Your firstborn child, your
shit.
left arm, and your one leg.
Yeah.
We'll let you choose what leg though.
Okay, no. Okay. I thought it was like you need to finance it or something. I was gonna say that's sad.
Snap Financial.
No.
Perp, I don't think Boom is a home grower. I think he's doing more commercial and more space.
I think no, Boom's a medical grower. I believe.
He's saying the 210 is 1650.
Okay. Well,
It appears
it's not
so
cheap, but I think that is comparative, right?
They take body parts. Yes, they do all day. They always do.
50 plant license, yeah. Boom's
Should've known some
a
farms.
medical.
Yep. Working and lurking. Ain't that the truth?
Well, we can take a quick look at what mine look like, just hanging there if you want to take a look at it and see them.
Of course I want to see. I love
But
hanging
there's
plants.
Nothing special. Okay. Take a quick look.
I like to see just the last little bit of structure. And do you take off the big fan leaves before you hang it?
I took some off.
Yeah.
Yeah, not all
I use
of
them
it.
like a protecting barrier.
Yeah, well, they're,
Yeah.
yeah, you'll see one sec here. That's fine. No audio. Zoop.
I'm impressed with Boom's wife's dabbing abilities. 5 grams a week. I've had a 1 gram for about 2 months.
That's hilarious.
Don't get me wrong, I enjoy it. It's not for me.
All right. Our host. 5 grams a week?
Yep.
Damn it. Yeah, that's more
Crazy.
than me.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I smoke a lot of weed too, though.
Yeah, I smoke more flower than anything.
All right, let me just flip the light on here for a second. Just so everyone knows, they are hanging in the dark. But I'll turn the, oh my God, it smells here. I'll turn the light on for a minute.
Yeah, turn the camera on too. We're waiting in the
Yeah.
dark.
I'm sorry.
I'll spotlight, yeah.
But wow.
That looks nice, my friend.
Oh my
Looks
God,
nice.
it stinks like, ugh.
Was harvesting easier or was it more of a pain in the ass this time?
You know what, dude? I was saying to the guys last night in the hood, this was the easiest harvest I've ever had in
Nice.
here. I don't know if I'm getting better at it, or I honestly, here's what I think it was. I think it's because it was so packed in there. When I cut one down, it had no place to fall over.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't try to save the trellis net. I cut around one plant with the trellis net intact on the plant.
Yeah.
I pull it out, and then I snip all the pieces of the trellis net and pull it out.
Nice.
That. So, and then if you want to see, I just got 2 on a hanger,
Nice.
3 on one back there somewhere. So there's
Is that
9.
just some green rope or green garden tie holding them up?
Yep.
Nice. I'm envious. I got a couple weeks more to go.
Oh, we're in good shape here.
Now, how long do you think you can let that hang?
We'll see. I mean, usually it takes. Does that get a view of them? Usually it takes
Nice color.
maybe
Nice one.
10 days, hopefully. I'd like to see 10 days at least.
Now, what are you looking for before you go to start trimming that up? Are there any
That's a good
visual
question.
keys?
So yeah, for sure. So people talk about snapping sticks. I don't know if we can see. I would want maybe this little guy to be snappy. Maybe even smaller. If these are snappy, it's too far, I feel. The outside of this would be so dry that I could just go flip and flip those ones right off of my finger. Tick, tip, tip. All the outside little curly ones like that. We're gonna get to see that hopefully. What to look for, because it's kind of hard to describe, because people talk about snapping sticks, and I think snapping sticks is sometimes too far.
No, Perf, you just turn the light on just to show us what's going on there.
Oh God, yeah, no, absolutely not. this will be on for this like a couple minutes here and then off, and then they won't see
Yeah.
the light again. Because let's talk about that. We can tell people why if anyone perp will already tell
Terpene
everyone
off
why.
gassing.
Yes, I'm gonna fucking kill my terps. But can we see the coverage on this? That's the underside of
It looks pretty frosty, and by
Yeah.
pretty frosty I mean white.
and this is like the lower little crappy. This is I think these two plants are actually the two that I would have loved to take to 10 weeks.
What plant are you most excited for?
That I know of. I'm most excited to get my hands on that Mac Runts again because I know what I got from it.
Nice.
But from what I don't know, I want to try that Zelda Runs because apparently it's supposed to be more like OG dankness.
Nice. My mom was debating picking up some Hyrule Geogenics.
Well, hopefully I'll have some more at some point.
Nice.
All right, let's get these lights out and close this up. Get that temperature and humidity back in there. So it's another thing we can talk about really quickly is I am holding it at a 60% humidity, and I am between 68 and 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Sorry, that was really loud. I try to be colder than that, but I just can't get it any colder right now.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes you
I'll
gotta
still
deal
do
with it.
fine though. It'll be fine.
Oh yeah. Cheers for our plans. Thanks for joining us.
I like to, at the very, 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 like I never want to see it over 70 for sure Fahrenheit.
Yeah, no.
That's too warm.
If you're at 70, your buds will dry in like 2 days and you're having a really, really rough time.
Yeah. I'm having a good, they're good in there. Everything smells nice. When you go in there and you smells like that, I'm not worrying. That's another thing that you'll gain over time of drying weed. You'll go in there and you smell the hay smell. You could be worried. If you go in there and it smells wet, worry. You want to go in there and you want it to smell like weed, but not wet and not dry. I don't know. It's hard to explain. You just learn it. Cheers, four plants.
Yeah, the first couple times I went to the harvest there and drying it out, I was like, oh no, too early.
Burp. You don't keep that light on, do you?
Yeah.
Thought so. Phew. No, burp. Absolutely not, man. I think I was talking to him about it the other day. I wanted it to be cooler in there. Usually I can get it cooler. He's like, get the AC going. My AC is not here right now. I usually have it. It's winter, so I don't usually have it in here.
Yeah.
But it's just not getting cool enough in there.
Just
That's
buy a
okay.
little Arctic Air thing. They're
What's
battery
that?
powered. They're like, they take up this much space, maybe like a foot by foot. It's a portable AC unit.
What?
Yeah.
Never even heard of it.
There's an infomercial for it. They're pretty much meant for RVs, but they work great in a tent in a small space.
I'm gonna be checking it out.
It's like 60
Yeah.
bucks, 80 bucks.
I'll spare that.
Yeah. And I think it's
That might
battery
work.
powered, if I'm not
Oh, yeah.
mistaken.
Like
Yeah.
rechargeable? Or
Yes.
like
Yes.
that'd be cool.
Yeah, you just add water and plug it in to the battery and turn it on, you're good.
So maybe you get two of them. So when it's charging, you can grab the other one.
Yep.
Wow. Like it adds moisture too, then I'm guessing if you're adding water to it.
Well, yeah, it's an AC, so yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, a regular AC will actually take moisture out of the air. It works as a bit of like a dehumidifier as well.
Yes, but if I'm not mistaken, they have an option to add the humidity to it. So
I don't know, but mine does. Maybe it does. Yeah. Cool. Okay. This stuff will dry. It's 29%.
you and me both for plans.
Oh, sorry about that, man. That sucks. Everything seems to be good right now. I'm holding right around 60 to 62% humidity in that room. And like I said, just around 70 or just under 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's see. It's been 2-3 days in there. Cut it down Sunday evening. So 2 days.
Nice, nice. Looking forward to see what that happens. I imagine you're impressed with it.
I'll press a little bit of all of them,
Nice, nice.
see how they are. I'm actually really excited to press some of the MK. Never pressed it before, and I always smoke it because I love it as a flower. It's so good.
Do you like it because the taste, or do you like it because the effect?
taste?
Okay.
Earthy, nice, cushy. Yeah, it's got that smell too. Just oh, that's a big kush.
Nice, nice.
Got some nice purple out of it this round.
Yeah, it looks like
Makes
a little bit of red
makes
hues
me
too.
think- Yeah, it makes me think that it's like so I got this as a cut from a friend who just said, here, it's an MK cut, and I know it's cushy, and I never question it, but I think it must be like an MK Ultra or something. Someone was telling me. Don't usually get those color purples out of a straight MK, and I noticed that too. When you usually get
Yeah.
MK, it's really green, right? So
Yep.
We will see.
Ain't that the truth for our plants? Cold enough to make hash in Canada.
Mm-hmm. Let's go outside and do it. So my veg garden, I put them all into solo cups last night, I think it was. I got 15 of them, so they'll be behind. This will
Oh, yeah.
take 10 days. They'll still be in here for a while. My plan is to give them like 2 weeks in those solo cups and right into 1 gallons. I'm gonna try to speed the process up a little bit.
Okay.
Pick the 9 that I know I want to focus on.
Yep.
Just do that.
I'm not sure I'm gonna up pot mine from the solo cups. I might keep them there for a little bit longer
Mhm.
because I'm not gonna go much bigger than a 1 gallon pot for those. So
When you flower them.
yeah,
Mhm.
it won't be for a while till. So I got at least what, we'll say 9 weeks. So
Yeah.
worst case, I'll take a cutting of the cutting.
I contemplated doing 2-gallon pots this time, putting 12 of them in there instead of doing 9 3-gallons, just so I can
See,
get faster.
it depends the size of the fabric pot. Like some of them are a little wider and they're not as tall.
Mhm.
But for I think it's the Rhizo bins I use. The 2 gallons are just taller, not any wider. So I
Mhm.
find there's really not much of a difference because the 1 gallons are tall enough for the root buildup.
I think I have 2-gallon geopods with no handles on them, so they're not very big. They're like maybe 10 inches around.
Yeah, the 1 gallon, the 2 gallon are exactly the same circumference. It's just a different height difference for the brand. I was like, oh, well, I'll stick with the 1 gallon.
Yeah, no doubt. Truth. Washy. 2/2/2022.
Yeah, it's a palindrome day.
It's crazy, right? We won't see another one of these in our lifetime.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. I was just doing the math, man. I'm like, nope, I'll be dead. I'll be dead.
You have to be 100 years from now.
Unless like Futurama happens and like my head's in a jar. But would you want to live that way? You can't smoke pot.
They could just fucking brain feed it right into you. You wouldn't even know the difference.
It's not the same.
You would have the sensation that you took an inhale and that you blew it out, feeling exactly the same, because your brain gives you all the feeling, right? Like everything comes from your brain. So
Everything you know to exist is just electrical impulses in your brain.
absolutely. So when
It's
you think that you
hologram.
touched it, you'd be like, oh, I'll never be able to feel that with my fingertips again. Not true. We can make that happen.
Yeah.
It's the brain. Creepy.
If you want to go down a rabbit hole about this, we'll have a conversation after the show. I'll explain something to you.
Okay, I'd love to. So next week will be about 9 days from when I chopped. So
You should be just
hopefully,
get ready.
yeah, that's my plan.
Do you have
Hopefully
any
that'll update.
routine or like tradition you do like a pre-harvest or post-harvest?
Nothing. Smoke the weed. Get excited about it.
Yeah, nice. If I just make sure I got my ISO, my scissors all clean, paper towel, my trim bin clean.
Oh yeah, I'll have all that. I might actually purchase another trim bin before the next harvest because my wife will help me trim a bit, and
I'm
it's
envious.
I'm always with the trim bin, and she's with the trim bin, and I'm with fucking like, whatever. So it's like,
The aluminum foil trades.
yeah, 2 trim bins would be much better. Oh,
Yeah.
and I saw someone do this the other day, and I never thought of it before, and I don't know why I didn't, but it's a really great idea. Before you start using your trim bin, take a big piece of parchment paper, put it in the bottom bin, put your trim bin top on top of it. So when you're done, you just pull the parchment paper out with all your trim on it. You don't have to try to clean out the bin. I've been cleaning out the fucking bin like an idiot. Anyway,
Oh,
I'll never do that again.
so I use the actual bottom of the bin for pollen collection, and I'll clean it out really well. Then I'll use parchment paper for the trichomes.
Yeah, wow, what a way better idea.
Game changer.
Derp, derp. So if anyone hasn't been doing that, do it.
I love it, Aldi. Neuro dabs. Just put the nectar collector directly in my ear socket and just light it.
You know what I'd like to do? I'm glad we got on the topic of trimming, because maybe I'll stop by my grocery store. I know they got some. I'd like to grab a pair of scissors that are not. All my scissors are
Fiskars?
yeah, and they're all spring loaded. I want to get one pair of like actual scissors that are not
The
spring-loaded.
bonsai?
Yeah, that's what they are. Just to have something to change.
I need the spring loaded, man. I need the spring loaded.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you gotta think all day I'm burning wires, so my hands like cramped. So I need that spring action to help push it out.
Help. I just
You
want
know, help I
something.
can get, man. I'm tired.
I think I might get tired of doing it too, but I think maybe it might also feel good to change up every once in a while.
If you want to get changed up, use the trim bag.
No fucking way. I only have 3 pairs of Fiskars anyway, so it's nice to have a few pairs.
I'm pretty sure I have at least 12 pairs of scissors for trimming.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Do you use any of the other like off brands, like the Vivo Sun or any of those ones?
TMB actually has their own brand they sent me, which work great.
Oh, okay. Are they like these?
They're straight edge and like that, and there's also one with a curb blade.
Okay. And they're pretty good?
Oh yeah, they're solid.
Yeah, okay. No, I've been wondering because
The markup price?
Well, I want a few pairs, yeah. These are like stupid.
My wife for
like
Christmas
$18
one year
Canadian
got
or
me.
something.
My wife got for Christmas got me, I think it was a 5-pack or a 6-pack of off-brand trim scissors. The best fucking scissors that I've ever had.
Right? They don't need to be
Yeah.
anything that special. I think
Set for
these are all
chopping plants.
stainless steel. That's about it. That's all that really matters. So you can clean them up well. And then don't use them for anything else.
No.
And not because of like bacteria and all that shit. Well, that too, but as soon as you get any kind of like fucked up edge and it's like click, 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 click when you're snipping, or I don't know, just you're using them like all for hours. You want them to be nice. And I do recommend like having a few pairs when you're trimming.
Oh
and
yeah.
have one set sitting in ISO. I know good buddy Perp showed me one time he has a really cool little setup where he takes like a mason jar and he has a sponge, I believe, of some sort, or it's almost like a scrubby pad. It's got a hole in the middle of it. And he just fucking.
It's like a ball washer.
Yeah, he does.
It's like a ball washer for golf.
You know it, just like that. That's funny.
Yep. Works like a charm.
Yeah. Some of the ball washers, you do the spin. I've had those ones too.
You got the corkscrew action.
Yeah, that one too. You up and down with the corkscrew. Yeah, that's really funny. Anyway, so we'll get together next week. We'll have some garden updates, and yeah, that's about it. Make sure everyone tunes into the other channels.
Caribou Hearts tonight. Raptor Grows is on for this interview.
No way.
Yeah, man. That
ought to be
Tuesdays at
pretty
9.
cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump in and see that.
Of course.
Make sure you give them a like. Give us a like, because we like that. We like you. Like us back. Anyway, cheers everybody.
Cheers everyone. Thanks for joining.
We'll see you next week.